What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about the $321 billion in stimulus that will be coming out very soon. We're going to dive into pandemic EBT and SNAP benefits, what's going on there, and which states are actually going to be extending benefits into June. We're also going to dive into student loan forgiveness and talk about 3 guaranteed income programs that are sending money out very soon. So again, a lot of stuff going on right now. But let's get right down to it. And all that I ask is if you can spend just 2 seconds, go ahead and hit that like button. Now, honestly, there's a lot of relief coming out. And I want to explain what's going on because there's so many different stories about, okay, these people are talking about $2,000 stimulus checks. No, there's no $2,000 stimulus checks. And what we are seeing is student loan forgiveness is going to be announced very soon. I want to explain what's going on there because there's a reason why President Biden is kind of pushing back the announcement. I want to explain why. Again, pandemic EBT is still out there, and there are guaranteed income programs popping up all the time. But here's where discussions have been recently. According to reports, what we know is President Biden was set to announce student loan forgiveness this weekend. It was actually going to be coming tomorrow in a pair of commencement speeches. However, things changed. Due to the shooting in Texas, President Biden and aides or officials have decided to hold off on this announcement because it's not a good time. According to multiple sources at the White House, they have stated that they will move forward with student loan forgiveness, but when the time is right. Right now is not the right time. There are still people mourning, and that is not a good message to send is, okay, people were shot, children and a couple teachers lost their lives. And now to change the message all of a sudden to stimulus and to student loan forgiveness, be a horrible look. But here's what you need to know. Those with student loan debt that make less than $150,000 per year as an individual or $300,000 per year as a couple, you will get up to $10,000 forgiven. Now, according to the Congressional Budget Office, this is actually going to wipe away about $321 billion in total student debt. This will eliminate the entire balance of about 11.8 million borrowers, or about 31% of all debt holders. And according to reports, the Biden administration's plan is to give these people a chance at buying a home, saving money, investing for the future, and just being able to get out from under this massive debt that has been holding them back for multiple years. Now, there are still some lawmakers that are requesting that President Biden pushes for $50,000 in student loan forgiveness, but President Biden made a promise he'd support $10,000, not $50,000. Okay? So that's what we know regarding student loan forgiveness at this time. But let's talk about pandemic EBT benefits because this is something that many people have been asking. What's going on? How much am I going to get? And is my state going to be moving forward with pandemic EBT? That is at $95+ every single month. Well, here's what I can tell you. The amount of states that are still accepting, they're still going to move forward with this, they're dropping. There's not as many states anymore. There's a lot less. There's still a decent amount, but there's a lot less. Here are the states that will be moving forward with providing this pandemic EBT or $95 additionally every single month. First, we have Alabama and Alaska, District of Columbia, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii, Kansas, Maine, Maryland, New Hampshire, New Jersey, North Carolina, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. That's the list. It's a much shorter list, but that is the list. The good news that I can give you, though, is if your state is not on here, just understand you still get the EBT benefits. It's just not the supplemental allotment, okay? That's at $95 per month. So you still get some benefits, but the $95 will be taken away, all right? If you have any questions on that, you can always ask your questions down in the comment section below. Now, let's talk about guaranteed income for a moment. I want to touch on this because this is something that we are starting to see pop up more and more throughout many cities and states. one of the biggest guaranteed income programs just recently concluded their application process. And this is out of the city of Chicago. This is where there were more than 176,000 applicants that applied for the $500 per month in guaranteed income checks. This will be for a full 12 months, but it's only going to go to 5,000 people. That's it. That means 171,000 people will not get accepted. Now, according to officials, those who are chosen to receive these payments of $500 per month, they will get a notification within the next few days after Memorial Day. That is on Monday. So the expectation is by most likely the 4th or 5th of June, we will have an answer. The 3rd is actually that Friday, so most likely it would be by the 3rd. So we will see. Now let's talk about something else. Let's talk about a state-funded government guaranteed income program. This is out of the city of Houston. Now, this is not a very big guaranteed income program, but it will help out. This program is only actually going to provide 110 people with $375 per month for 1 full year. Now, this is a very big step for the city of Houston and for the state of Texas because this is the first state-funded program. First one, okay? This is coming from taxpayers. This is not coming from the federal government, according to reports, okay? Now, speaking of state-sponsored programs, though, let's talk about California because, again, Texas, they don't just give away money. California gives away money. So let's talk about that for a minute. The California Senate has passed a guaranteed income program for homeless high school graduates. This just happened. This bill, though, has been discussed and was actually passed in 2021, but it didn't pass the California Senate until today. But according to the state, there are more than 15,000 homeless seniors that will lose all their resources from school once they graduate, which is happening now. So this is why there's such a need. And the program that they're talking about would actually provide $500 per homeless graduating high schooler. That is per month. This would go on for, I believe, 1 full year or 18 months. It's still a little, the details are still a little murky. The reports also indicate that it would only be provided to about 600 graduates. So not the 15,000 homeless seniors that are currently out there. So again, it's not going to help everybody, but it will provide a big boost to those that do get the money. The big thing, though, with all these programs is that there's still money out there. There's still money that's being sent out to the American people, and the money is mostly coming from the $350 billion that was already passed through Congress through the American Rescue Plan back in March of 2021, so over a year ago. But this is why I bring this up. This is why I want to talk about additional stimulus that's still coming out, because we've already paid for it. It's already tacked on to what we owe, to our deficit. So the states holding on to this money just as more of an emergency is ridiculous, because the American people need it. The people of the states need it, but yet they're not sending the money out. They're waiting. So it's very frustrating, but that is what's happening at this time. Again, there's stimulus coming, there's pandemic EBT coming, student loan forgiveness is coming, there's guaranteed income programs are popping up all over the place, and there's much, much more. So just understand, as we get more information as to when more money's coming out, who's it actually going to, and how you qualify for it, I promise I will be here to give you all the news and updates on how you can get that. So again, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Have an incredible weekend this weekend as well, and I'll see you guys on the next one.